is a rooster?
Oh, I know. Every morning now I'm going for work, and we were talking about how I don't have a back out.
Just like walking.
There's 4 of them.
And you're in the yard free?
All the time.
This will probably take no time to edit that way because there won't be a lot to pop on the screen. Hi, welcome back across the globe. I'm Stephanie.
I'm Allison.
This is a channel about people who talk about cross stitch.
Sure.
It's a channel about
Sometimes
cross
we cross stitch.
Not a lot.
Not this week.
Lately, but I worked on 3 things. How many things you work on?
3 things.
Okay. So this is
We're playing fast and loose with the 3.
This is a channel about 6 pieces of cross stitch. We'll get into that later. But this is a regular Flosstube episode. So we have our personal stitching and things we've purchased and things Allison has destashed to give me to destash to you. And on probably I was supposed to do a tutorial last week, didn't, and I just decided I needed to give myself some grace, and there's going to be some different extras. So probably yesterday okay, so today's Sunday, hopefully Sunday night, I will be releasing 2 extras that are already filmed and edited and uploaded, but I can't make them live because they are destash parades and vintage haul parades of things that I put in my Etsy store. So I don't want to make them live until they're actually, like, if you wanted the thing, you could get the thing. And I have listed over 200 items already on Etsy, but I still have another 100 to list tonight. So hopefully those went live on Sunday and you're seeing this on Monday. But I have no longer believe in like the concept of time, so we don't know what's going to happen. But that's the theoretical plan. I was hoping they'd be live last night, but... thank you to everyone who has purchased things so far from the destash items that are in my Etsy shop. The 2 videos did go live last night, but I know they both went live really late. They're long and they're back to back. So if you just want to see patterns, just go straight to my Etsy shop. But if you want to watch pattern parades and like just get inspiration and just have something going on in the background, both of those videos are there and I will link to them in the description. So those are some fun extras. Then after we film this Flosstube, we're going to film an extra where we organize Allison's entire fabric stash. So I brought over, because I do so much fabric to you guys, I brought over one of my empty fabric boxes, and we're going to put her fabric stash in a neatly organized box with labels and stuff.
Because this isn't fine?
It is fine if that's what you want.
It's totally fine.
I mean, I would say it's totally fine, except that I happen to have a fabric box to give you. So if you don't want it, we don't have to do it. We can just cancel it.
I'm just saying.
I was just thinking, like, I had 3 boxes and I'm down to 2, and I would like to get down to 1. But now that I have 1 of them freed up, if you want it, we could do it.
We'll try it, but I reserve the right to give it back.
Okay. Well, okay, so we may or may not be recording that next. We'll find out. You'll find out. And then we also, our next Monday extra will be most expensive books. We've just needed some time. It's not the books' fault. They're organized and ready and researched. But we've had a couple Sundays where we needed some
just to do something
mental
else.
health. We went cross-stitch thrifting, which was super fun.
That was fun.
And then we both took last Sunday off, and I recorded a vintage haul parade on Monday of stuff that our brother's girlfriend got for me at a thrift store. And I already picked out all the stuff that I am keeping, and the stuff that I'm not keeping is all in the destash parades and is all up on Etsy already. So it's not gonna sit in my office for a year. And one of those videos has a preliminary office tour where you can see my whole office, and I kind of walk you around the office, but I also explain to you what each pile of clutter is. And I've probably spent 15 hours working on my office, which is a lot for me to get to work on anything outside of motherhood. Mm-hmm. So, okay. Anyway, so today's going so well that I forgot my iPad. So I wrote, luckily I do all my notes on the notes app so it was also my phone. So I wrote it all down in this cute notebook that my friend Karen made. I will link to, she also makes cross stitch notebooks, but this is just
I think I have my cross stitch.
Allison had this was just a cat notebook that Allison had, but she makes these cross stitch notebooks. I really like them. I will link to them below. She sells them on Amazon, but she makes them herself and uploads them into Kindle Direct Publishing to sell on Amazon. She's a very small one-person business. So and if you guys want to see what my handwriting looks like, It's atrocious.
Mine's in there too. Let's see.
Same.
Different kind of bad.
Yours is a little bit better than mine because it looks like you actually want to be able to read it when you're done, which I'm, you know. All right, let's just dive in.
Okay.
So we like to thank people who mentioned our channel.
You did that.
Yeah. So we just got a call. My ex called me 2 times in a row, thought maybe someone was on their way to the hospital because he would never really interrupt the Sunday because he knows what we're doing. And it was my son. And that's just kind of how life has been lately. It's like, as you know, like they just, you know, like my daughter wants to be in my lap all the time. We were taking a shower together and she wanted to be in my lap. I'm like, we're taking a shower. Ow. Like it's been very little stitching time and a lot of chaos. But okay, so we like to start by thanking people who mentioned us in their channel. I have not been able to keep up with that. I see the things, so I know I'll be able to go back and look at them and watch the videos, but I have not been able to. But the one that I did watch because I was just watching anyway, and she mentioned us, was Lollipop Stitches, and she also shouted out my secondhand shopping channel, which is Stephanie Shop Secondhand. And she lives in the UK, but she loves to thrift too, and she likes when she comes to the US to thrift. So are we a little bit weird? Yeah. Okay. There we go. That's better. She shouted out my other channel and shouted out this channel, and so thank you. And it was fun to. She saved a bunch of finished cross stitch off Vinted, which is a European website, but is coming to the United States. And so she's selling some finished cross stitch pieces in her eBay destash of like a finished memorabilia and stuff.
Cool.
And then she got one that was like a dimensions kit that she never wanted to stitch but loved, so she's gonna put that on her wall.
Nice.
All right, so now we like to so everyone else, I see them, they're there, they're not gonna go away. I'm going to go through them, but I am like not, you know, in a place to. Anyway, but thank you so much. We really appreciate it. They're not gonna go away. I'm gonna dive back in when I'm here. Okay. All right, so next we want to congratulate people who are celebrating milestones in the community. So Jen's Fiberweb, I forgot last time when I was trying to figure out if I needed to wish her happy birthday on last video or this video, if that she actually also hit 3,000 subscribers, which is amazing. So congratulations. And
wonderful.
It was her birthday, and I have her birthday start. It was in the thumbnail. I didn't get to work on it much, but I did start it and kitted it up and everything, and I'm going to keep working on it. The Sleepy Stitcher hit 1,000 subscribers. She lives in Japan, and so she sometimes will commiserate with me about how thrifting in Japan isn't like thrifting here. But, you know, you got that Kohana scissors hookup. You should just go to thrift stores, find the Kohana scissors.
Oh, yeah.
See if you can find a bunch of old Kohana scissors and then sell them to Americans at a discount. And then the Monogamous Stitcher Tan just hit 1,000 subscribers, which is amazing. And if anybody's like, I can't have a Flosstube because I don't have a million WIPS, she just hit 1,000 subscribers and she's been doing Flosstube for over a year. And she does not have 1,000 WIPS. She usually has like 2. I think she will go up to 3. I think I've seen her go up to 3, like if she has a gift one going or something, but she's not, you know, she's getting through her, she's not like me.
Yeah.
And then Leah from Leah's Stitching Corner, who's one of our friends, launched her and her fiance, Graham, launched their business, which is a UK-based hand-dyed fabric and pattern business. And so if you live in the UK, I don't know what international shipping is like right now. It's not great to be in America and try to even like think about overseas purchases right now. But if you live in the UK or in Europe, you should definitely, although with the European guidelines, I don't even know if they can sell into you should check her out if you live in Europe. But just like with Fox and Rabbit fabric and stuff, you guys know better than I do the politics of that. But Little Guinea Stitching, and they have their own Instagram account that I will link to below. And then Marissa from Mkissa Creations had a birthday, or is about to have a birthday, and celebrated 5 years on Flosstube since coming back, because she's actually been on Flosstube a really long time, but deleted. Anyway, she took a break in there. So she said she's celebrating 5 years, I think, since coming back to Flosstube, and which is crazy. Yeah. And her video I was watching this morning had some really good advice about estate planning for cross stitch, which is something we've been talking about. and actually wanted to do some videos on like the logistics of, and so definitely go check her out. She went to an estate sale and bought a bunch of finished cross stitch and needlepoint. And you know, it's just, and I have some finished cross stitch and needlepoint that I have purchased on the resale market lately. So to show, and it just makes you think like, why are these things worth almost nothing in your lifetime? And then if you die, all of a sudden somebody's making a little, you know, like.
That's just the history of art, right?
Yeah. Well, especially like women's art. Not that only women cross it, but it is a, like. Oh, Sheldon Stitches mentioned us because I was watching his Flosstube, but I was watching it like as I was doing carpool or something, and I didn't write it down. But he said he was watching our channel, and he made a joke that I had said like 99% of our channel watchers are women, and we probably know who the one dude is. Yeah. And he goes, no, you don't, because I'm also watching.
Nice.
But also like, okay.
Well, hello.
So right now we just hit 6,000 subscribers. So you would assume that 60 accounts then, if YouTube is telling us 1% are men, it's 60 accounts. But some of those people are probably people watching on their husband's account because like their husband's, like sometimes I watch our channel on my ex's account. Like after I publish it, I'll go into my ex's YouTube on our TV because he doesn't care. But when we were together, I would go in. I still do it, but I just mean that like it didn't do it after we broke up. I started doing it from the beginning to see what everything looks like on your channel. So of those 60-ish people, I'm sure some of them are people like me, just whose husband is logged in on the TV. Yeah. But then there are also people who are logged into the wife's account or the partner's account. And then there's also people like your husband who's sitting there watching a ton of Flosstube.
Oh, he knows as much as I do.
But he wouldn't show up in the stats.
Exactly.
So of the 6,000 subscribers, probably 120 men. So, but Sheldon was like representing. He was like, no, you don't know. So I'm not saying it's only women's work. I'm just saying it is predominantly a woman's work, and those fields, even the men who do them, even though they can get over praise, like a man who does a quilt in an art show might get more praise. But even there, then like it's still not viewed as monetarily enticing to do as traditional men's work, which is BS. So I should not have a pen and notes because I'm just, Okay. Hi, Cara Stephanie here. And for the happy birthday section, forgot to mention that happy birthday, Michelle from Bendy Stitchy. Her birthday is literally the day this video is coming out, as long as it comes out on Monday. So happy birthday. Okay. All right. Finishes. FFOs. Do you have any FFOs?
I have no FFOs.
I have 3 FFOs, but they're not mine. They're things I got. So I went to Goodwill. This one is so cool. So I went to Goodwill, and I showed this on my other channel already, but in the haul, like I found this on a thrift with me. But look at that! So cool. And the finish on this is so good. It was $3. Can you imagine?
It's so sad. So sad.
Now,
so intimidating.
I know.
It's like $3.
It has 2 rust spots. So it has so one pin that is rusted that I need to replace. And then it has another spot here where there is rust in the fabric that I just need to put a pin in. But I don't think that anyway, I bought it. I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to put it this summer. So I'm opening my vintage resale shop on Etsy. They finally came back and told me that the reason they had been taking so long is that my ID was expired. Oh. Which I knew, and I can't find my passport, which sucks. But I already have my new one coming in the mail. So I just figured it'll just take me an extra couple weeks. Yeah. But I'm going to put that up this summer because I'm collecting Christmas things to do a Christmas in July drop. So I gotta fix the pins on that, and then I'll put that up this summer. So it's not for me, but it is really, I do feel really lucky to have
it's very pretty.
Just even and if nobody buys it, then I'll put it up at Christmas. Sure. But it's got the little button. I did a Google image search. I couldn't find the pattern. If you know what the pattern is, I would love to know. And it's just crazy. It's like, okay, so it was $3. And even when I go to resell it, there's no price I could put on it that actually conveys, you know, like I will end up putting a price on it because, and I like that I know somebody will really appreciate it. But, you know, in the real world, you know, this is 100 hours of labor plus insanely skilled labor. It's crazy. So that was number 1.
Very pretty.
And then I am on my vintage channel. I'm getting rid of a lot of the artwork that I have in my house because I've purchased a lot of like original paintings and stuff at garage sales and things over the years that were like, I knew very technically good and like really pretty, but like now I kind of have enough stuff that I know like what my vibe is going to be and what's going to be, what's inside my vibe and what's very cool vintage original artwork, but outside my vibe. So I'm getting rid of a lot of those. And then I saw these at an antique store near me and I didn't buy them. And then I put a video up on my channel. No, they're different videos on my secondhand shopping channel about going back to that antique store and hoping they were there, and they weren't. And that got me thinking like, well, let me just look and see if there's anything like them on eBay. And I guess this was a kit because not only was it just like them on eBay, but the frames were like basically the same. Although this is actually, no.
Did it come from Oklahoma?
No, it came from Washington.
Oh, okay.
And also it was a brown frame.
Oh.
These are actually way more my style, like with the blue frame, and that's a nicer frame than the original. And it cost the same as it would have cost me.
Yeah.
Because I had made them an offer.
Well, obviously, it was painted blue,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
So I'm going to keep these because they were $30, and I'm going to sell some of my other paintings that are more like, because you know I could list these for like $60 or $70. I think they're worth that, but they're like
Very cute.
And I was obsessed with them, and I thought about them for like a month. So instead, I'm going to sell some of the nicer paintings that I have in my house that are not my vibe.
Yeah. And
put these up instead. But like,
interesting.
So these are really pretty for me. They were $10, but the shipping was $20.
Yeah.
But yeah, $10. Like most of them, the person who had these didn't even make that much money off of them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, it definitely was a kit in like the 50s or 60s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the frame is damaged right there, but that's okay. Like that's the thing, is like, we know about them enough to know like that it's crazy, but if people don't know, then they're just like, oh, and it's got a damaged frame. But look, the skin is 1/1, even though they're needlepoint, the skin is 1/1. And yeah, so this was a kit, but I couldn't find another set. So it wasn't like there were 50 out there. Like this was the only other set I could find, but I'm sure there is another set out there. I'm like, well, these look amazing. I'm gonna put them next to Stitch for Pride or something in my living room. Yeah. But yeah, as I've been finding things I really like, I've been taking things that are less for me and putting them in like, okay, that can go because I've found something that's better. Yeah. So, but I did, when I bought them, I was thinking I was going to resell them. And then when they got here, I was like, I could never. I could never. Like, they belong like this. I guess, technically, they should probably go like this. On my wall.
Very cute.
Davy's Art Shop, Aberdeen, Washington. Oh, so these were actually custom framed. Probably in the 50s. Look at the damage on the back of them. I'm obsessed with them. But yeah, $10 plus shipping is... I mean, like, yes, I could make money off them, but I'll just make money off something else and keep these because these are...
If they're your vibe.
They're too amazing. And I'm glad I bought them a few weeks ago, because if I had to buy them right now, I would just be like, no, I'm going to pass. But I ordered them a few weeks ago and they took a while to get here. All right, so those were some FFOs that were not mine, but I think were worth taking the time to appreciate, especially because what else are we going to talk about? All right, Allison, did you have any finishes?
No.
Okay, I did. Yay. So I finished Love Drum by Bindi Stitchy. This was from the Cupid Collective, Volume 1, and I didn't have that much left. I just had to finish the border.
And the heart, right? There was one in the heart.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't quite remember. I am going to turn this into a drum.
Yay.
But it is very see-through, so I'm going to need to put some interfacing on the back probably and then fill it. And I just didn't have the patience to do that this week. But I dyed this. This is on 16 count Ada that I dyed myself. The call for is a Threadworks color, and then the DMC alternative is listed, but I just pulled 738 from my stash, which I thought went really well with this. One of the hearts is a stitch too high, but I think when it's a drum, you'll never notice. I don't think it's that noticeable now.
I didn't know.
I stopped for a few days.
Well, okay, you told me though. Now you can see it.
Now you can see it, but that's why I'm kind of holding it and angle.
Yeah.
It's like, oh. But if you hold it like this, you can see it.
As a drum, you will never know.
You'll never be able to tell. Because you'll never see them at the same.
No.
It'll be like... close though, actually.
So now do you have a 2-week deadline to sew a drum?
4 weeks. Yeah. And also, I need some circles.
Okay.
I did watch a tutorial on how to do the drums, like how to make the drum tops. And I have all the materials, and I even have some fabric I think that will go perfect. But I do need some circles. Okay, we'll figure it out. Next week, because God knows we can't record another tutorial for a few more weeks, which is the worst time to not be able to record tutorials because we're getting comment after comment of like, thank you so much for this tutorial. This tutorial helped my life. This made it so much easier. And we will get back there.
We'll get back
But next week we're recording Most Expensive Books. But then let's do a vlog on doing our first drum.
Let's do it.
And really show how crazy and bad we are at some of the stuff. But I think it can be hand sewn because it's not a lot. And then whip stitch drum.
I don't know.
I watched some videos. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
I have now that my office is getting organized, my sewing machine is more accessible. Okay. But I still don't really want to get it out.
I think I would do it by hand.
Yeah, it's not that much sewing because it's not going to be that long here, you know, and it's not going to be, I just think take more time to get the sewing machine out.
Yeah.
It's like, but yeah, I'm happy. So that was Love Drum by Benny Stitchy. This is not released yet because the Cupid Collective was you guys have heard about it on here, but it was, if for some reason you haven't, it was a charity bundle that I did that was organized by Stitch X Love, and the patterns were all exclusive to it, but she will probably, I'm assuming, release it at some point. One of her market releases was this, but it said vote.
Nice. And
had different colorways and stuff, so. But I really like it. I did not enjoy the backstitch, just being honest. I did not enjoy the backstitch, but I think it really makes it. Mm-hmm. So I didn't hate it, but it was one of those things where I realized I had to do it as I went because it was going to make no sense to come and do it afterwards. And so every time I had to stop and do some backstitch, I really got annoyed. But I think the effect of it is amazing.
Yeah, it was great.
And in the variegated floss that she did it in, it's even crazier because it looks more, it works. I just didn't enjoy that. But there's not that much of it that you can't just do it. But I just feel like that's a lot of extra little stitches to not get credit for.
You can give yourself credit for it. There's no rule.
It lived in this bag for like literally no reason other than I had other projects in here that, So there's that.
Okay.
Now, one of the things I've been working on is getting my office cleaned up and stuff. And I think until my office is organized and I have my DMC organized, I'm just not going to enjoy kitting things up and working on new things and stuff because I know like it's taking me longer because it's not.
Oh, for sure. If my DMC was in order, it would make life way easier. It's not.
Did you have any new starts?
I did not.
Okay, so I had one new start, and actually, I kitted this up in silk from Stash, and so it wasn't as stressful to kit up because I wasn't like trying to find DMC colors in 10 different places. I just went to my Stash and like looked at the color on the chart and then pulled a silk that I thought looked good with it, like close enough-ish. So this is Zara Spencer. This is my first Hands Across the Sea.
Oh.
And it's not going to take up this whole thing, but I haven't cut it. This is Butterscotch, 28 count Butterscotch by Oak Crown Studios that I didn't destash because I saved it for this piece, like on purpose. I think it's going to be so beautiful. And I didn't get much stitching done in it.
This is the one you did for Jen's birthday?
Yeah, this was Jen's birthday start. She started it, and somebody else started it with us. I can't remember. But I didn't get much done, but I do really love it, and I'm really excited to have this in my WIP pile. I am going to work on it more this month.
Yeah.
Look, I've kept my back relatively neat. Not that I had a lot to, but I just think it's so pretty. I love stitching with silk from Stash. Like, it just, nothing feels fancier. And then it lives, I'm stitching it with the spring top, 6-inch spring top.
That's my favorite
Give
size.
Soup. I love this size.
That's my favorite size.
And I love the spring tops because they're not, actually this is not a Gibbs scope hoop. This is a non-branded.
Mm-hmm.
It's
a craft store supply of its
time. I think this is one from Hobbies of Holly.
Oh, okay.
And then I put it in this because I was like, let me keep this up with like friend stuff. So this was one of the Hobbies of Holly hoops. And then this was from Carol, one of the bags that Carol destashed to me. So, and I thought it worked perfectly with
Yeah.
this pattern too.
Sure.
You don't know what this pattern looks like.
I don't, but it goes with all the colors.
Yeah.
Like,
But
very matchy.
it's a really sweet little thing. It's not little, but here, let me. And I can't show you on my iPad.
Oh yeah.
But
I'll see it after.
Yeah,
Okay.
you'll see it.
Yeah.
But I really like this piece, and I'm very excited about it. And
How many whips do you have now?
I'm not.
I'm just wanting to know. We have our whip parade in like what, 4 months?
How many whips are you gonna have in the whip parade?
Unknown.
Okay, well, time
Less than 15 is the goal.
Okay, I'll have less than 100.
Oh, okay. We'll have to time it. That'll be fine. How many you have right now?
80.
80 whips? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, on the one hand, I was just thinking this week I don't have enough whips because I don't want to work on any of this. So on the one hand, I get it. On the other hand, that would stress me out.
I'm starting a bunch this month.
Yeah.
But I'm also trying to finish them this month.
Yeah.
And that's the real problem
What's the ornament you're working on this month?
Oh, I'm not going to work on it till the end of the month. Like on the 24th and 25th.
Okay.
But the problem is it called 2 months in a row. It called 4 ornaments total of the 4 that are like bigger things that I know I won't be able to finish. Whereas like so I didn't even start the ones from last month yet, and I got to start this month's, but I'm going to start them later this month. But that's why I want my DMC all set up, because I don't want to kit up a bunch of little ornaments. I want to just stitch them out of my
instead
DMC.
of this, why don't we
Work on your DMC?
Yeah, let's do the DMC.
Let's do the fabric today, and then maybe next week let's start working on our DMC.
Okay. All right, deal.
I can bring over all my DMC. We won't finish it, but we can start. And I'll pick up a couple packs of bobbins because I decided I'm going back to bobbins. Oh, I need a list. I haven't put my, I have some unopened packs of Adam Hart thread bobbins, floss bobbins that I'm just going to destash because, and then I'll destash the rest of them as I take them out of projects and stuff because I'm not going to take like floss off them. But I like them as a concept. If I tell myself I have to put all of my floss on them before I can have a full set, I will never have a full set because I just do not have the time. Whereas like, I don't like winding bobbins up. I don't. But it's the only way that I'm going to get a full set. I have so much floss already on bobbins, and I just need to put them on bobbins. Yeah. I also need to figure out what I'm going to do about stickers because the DMC stickers don't work, and I don't want to order Pip and Chip stickers. I'm not spending money on stuff right now that's like non-essential, so I think I'm just going to have to put Sharpie and that kind of stuff.
You know what I really want someone to invent, and I'm too lazy, so I'm not going to do this? Metal ones that are pre-stamped with the DMC number. Like a dog tag. The
problem is, even if they had those, it's
I would totally use those.
They'd be so expensive that I would right now not want to spend
dog
money on
tags?
them.
Metal?
Anything that's like...
number?
Maybe I should just get the vinyl stickers.
I don't know. Those fall off.
Not the vinyl ones. The vinyl ones don't. The DMC stickers do. The vinyl ones don't.
Oh, okay.
But maybe I should just do that because the DMC, like the Sharpie is so messy. My handwriting is so messy. And the DMC stickers really do just like slide off.
Yeah. I don't mind that my handwriting is, because you can still tell what they say. There's some.
Because what obviously, also we make videos. So the best thing would be if I could spend the money and get the nicest things and make a pretty video, but that's not where I am in life right now. And in life right now, I'm in a like just survived the next day because your child is screaming at you and calling you in the middle of your Flosstube episodes, and just like, and I was talking to Mom the other day, and I was just like, my kids just like Jordy came up and was like, put your computer away, and I was like, I have to do a little bit of work right now, and it sucks because it's like anyway, so I can't take on any projects that take away any additional time from work or taking care of my kids. And my house is a disaster right now because the time that I'm spending cleaning up the 2 rooms, trying to get them organized, is time I'm not spending maintaining
the chaos.
So it's just, so I think I just have to go with, I just have to do it in the most basic way possible. So I need to go pick up like 2 packs of bobbins, but I do wonder if the stickers would be worth it.
It might be. If you really don't like your handwriting that much.
My handwriting is really bad.
So is mine, but
But I mean, it's
You're
like,
the only one who's gonna see it.
but it's not legible. Like my handwriting, when you're writing in Sharpie on that small of a thing, is not legible. And I would say like, well, if I just got some new Sharpies, they'd be nice and like crisp and stuff. Yeah. But they really kind of dull down on that plastic really fast. And also Sharpies would be more expensive than getting the sticker. There's other companies that make them where I wouldn't have to order them from the UK. So maybe I'll look into it. But okay, in 2 weeks, we're going to start working on our master sets. Okay. Now, it's not going to be like one video where it's like done. It's going to be like, here's a video of us just chit-chatting and like working on our master sets. And then over time, we will get there. Okay.
How many bobbin boxes does it take for a master set?
I have 5 or 6, but I don't think.
I have 7 over there.
Once I get all of them into bobbin boxes, I will then decide if I want to get like something nicer to keep them in. Like if I want to get like, because I'm thinking if I have them all in bobbin boxes on bobbins, but they're all there, I can start using them for stitching. But I can always upgrade to like a Bisley drawer system later because I really want to find a Bisley secondhand. And I found some in Texas, but it was like, no, it was like on Facebook Marketplace. It was like outside of Austin. So I have a Facebook Marketplace search for Bisley. And I would love to find one for like $75 or wait till they go on sale or something. But I don't need to upgrade the cases to get started. Sure. So if one of your goals is to work on your master set this year, we're not doing this from everything's perfect, let's get it. We're doing it from a bottom up, like this is the thread that we have, let's grow. And if I'm in a Bisley by the end of the year, great. But if I just get everything in some freaking boxes so I can do all these ornaments and stuff, that'd be great too, All right, I don't remember where we were.
I think we're doing WIPS.
Yeah, WIPS. What were your WIPS?
Okay, I have 3 WIPS. Okay, in no order. This is your. Put the pen down.
I'm just checking off the.
What is this called? Dark Golden Delicious.
Dark Golden Delicious.
Dark
you
Golden
got an apple in there.
Ah, look at that cute little thing.
Oh, so you were just basically like, I can't deal with this house.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. Because there is a mistake in that house, but I don't remember what it was, and I didn't want to figure it out. So what do? You pick a new spot.
So we are doing this as the 2 Kinds of Delicious stitch along with Beck Stitches Everything. That reminds me, our Make It Murder stitch along. People have been sending us stuff. Yeah. So we'll talk about. Let me write it down. And we'll talk about that at the end.
I'm stitching this on fabric that is 18 count. It's just an 18 count Ada that it actually came from one of those Disney kits. But I dyed it blue myself and made it Golden Delicious. And then these are the called for DMC colors.
It's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous, isn't it? I'm very excited about this one. I need to put mine
out. That's the biggest thing I've neglected this year of my plans is I haven't been working. I've been doing my starts and I've been doing my finishes, but I haven't been doing my WIPs.
Yeah. This one's a lot of fun. It's gorgeous. I have been avoiding it because of the house, so I'm glad I just decided to skip that and
go back. Yeah, figure it out later.
Figure it out later.
By the time you have everything in, you'll either want to totally ditch the house and start over, or you'll just be like,
well, and I was ready just to pull it all out, and I was like, but then I'll have nothing to show. Because the last time I did a whole lot of work, I ripped out all of those beads. You couldn't see any difference. But see, there's an apple. It's there. I did something.
I love it.
Very good. All right, so that's one WIP. Worked on that guy. And the next one I worked on was, this is my birthday start from, make sure.
Last January.
Yeah, last January. Princess Birthday Sal start.
Somebody is doing a fairy tale birthday Sal.
Oh, who?
I don't remember. They're doing the Snow White Tiny Modernist tree, but the thing said like, or any fairy tale.
Wonderful.
So I should find that.
Find out who that is. That's awesome. I would join that for sure.
That reminds me.
This is Cinderella. Nope. Yeah, Cinderella Wishes Upon a Dream. It's the Thomas Kincaid Disney Dreams Collection Kit. I put it on 18 count Easy Grid Ada because I'm a huge fan and we did a video about that. So if you want to know why I'm a huge fan, go check that out. You'll be a fan too. Not everybody is, apparently.
Of what?
Easy credit.
Oh, I love it, yes. People are like, I would never.
What?
But it's fine. That's the nice thing about CrossFit.
To each their own.
There's no right or wrong way.
I love it. And I switched to a DMC conversion.
I love it.
Because I didn't like the kit floss. But I have the kit floss, so when I'm done with this, I am gonna either sell, yeah, or give it to you. I don't, if you want to do it.
Well, I can just put it on Etsy and give you the money that it makes.
Yeah, or if you want to do it.
Oh, I don't want to do it. No.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Oh, the friend woman saw one of these Cinderella kits, but the smaller ones, on sale for like a pretty good price, and they sent it to me, but I didn't send it to you because it's like you're already doing the big one.
a lot.
But it was so nice whenever anyone's just like, oh,
it's so nice.
Those girls need those princess patterns.
Yes, we do. So I worked on that a little bit, but in over a year, it looks like this, which is not very. I'm not very proud of that. So
also,
I don't know how to fix it.
She did not finish. No way. We are still gonna give it away though because
we're gonna give it away.
It'll take.
I'm so close that I don't even want to show
the person to claim it, and then then we'll take a few days to get in the mail. So Allison has like another week.
It's fine. I'm so close.
Yeah.
If I even show it now, they'll be like, "Well, you're done," and you'll be like, "I'm like, no, not yet."
Yeah.
Not quite. All right. My next one and last one.
I
didn't do very much. Is this guy? What's the name of this pattern?
The Crypt Club.
Thank you, Crypt Club by Prairie Moon Patterns. And I'm doing it on. Oh no, I don't remember.
It's Nightshade.
How do you know that?
Because I have a piece of it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay. This is 18.
It was the fabric of the month from Destashing.
Nightshade. Oh, okay. Yes, that sounds right. And so that's as far as I've gotten on him. And I do need to finish. I started ripping out his little arm. There was a stitch off, and they link arms, so they can't be a stitch off. So I have to take his arm back. Yeah. But it's okay. I'll just back up a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
A little bit. And then he's got a cane on this side I need to do. And I was not paying attention. So this is the same shirt, right? Mm-hmm. Well, this one was pink. I don't know how that happened. So I ripped that out. So I have a little work to do.
I love it. It's looking good.
Thank you. I think it's going to look very cool. I'm excited. But that's all I did.
Love it. All right, I have one whip. This was supposed to be a finish this week. It's not, but I did pull it out and work on it. This is Easter Peep by Brenda Gervais. This is out of print. It was on our most expensive patterns video, which is why I was like, oh, I have that in my stash. I guess I should work on it and get it out of my stash. So I did about 400 stitches on him, but I went ahead and outlined him because I was hoping that I'd be able to just fill him in over this morning with my daughter, but no, that didn't happen. She goes, holdy, and you have to because you're like, you're not gonna want me to hold you forever, so you have to put your stuff down and just hold her. But this has like 2,000 stitches left. This will be a finish in the next few days because I'm sending the pattern to a friend and I want them to be able to stitch it before Easter.
Oh, okay.
And then then it's gonna go in my D-stash. Like the day she's done, I'm putting it on my D-stash.
Sure.
But I'm doing it on 28 count platinum by Zweigart, which is the call for fabric, but not the call for count is 1/1 on 32 count.
Yeah.
Which is psychotic. Which is what serial killers chart is.
Crazy.
No, it's just a very old pattern that's out of print, and so I don't think 56 count was like as common. Mm-hmm. It lives in this Carrie Sews For You Easter Gnomes bag that I love. And I'm stitching it with this, I think this is a 7-inch princess hoop.
But none of the animals are in here, so
that's true.
It's fine.
It's fine. It'll just sit there. Oh my god,
there.
I still get notifications on eBay about like princess hoops and stuff, even though I like don't buy them anymore.
Yeah.
The prices on them are so insane now.
Really?
So like 2 years ago when I was buying most of mine, they were like I could find deals to get them for like $25 each. Now they're like 40 and they're never listed at 25. So I'm very glad I got in when I got in.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still find deals on them at thrift stores and stuff, but they're just like not as common.
Yeah.
All right, so that was my only whip. Like I said, I mean, I think I probably did 1,000 stitches in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I would say less than that.
But I got all the rest of my D-stash orders out. worked on my office a lot. Like, I've been making other cross-stitch progress, but... All right, plans. What are your plans?
I'm gonna finish Snow White. You have my word. It will be done. It will be done. And then I need to finish our Make It Murder Sal.
I do too. So I gotta finish Easter Peep, and then I gotta finish Make It Murder Sal, and then we can record. So if you haven't, if you're doing one, you haven't sent it yet, send it in. Send it to this email address. Either a picture, like a paragraph, or a little video clip where you explain it, and we're gonna put together a video. But like,
if you just want to write out what you want us to say about it,
that's and if you are still working on yours and you're like, I need another couple weeks, me too, bestie. So like, don't worry about it. All right, my plans. So the Story Quest Stitcher is having a Pie Day Sal on 3/14 Pie Day. Her cat Pie passed away. I think Pie was either. There is a rooster.
Oh, I know. Every morning now I'm going for work, and we were talking about how I don't have a backup.
Just like walking.
There are 4 of them.
And you're in the yard, free?
All the time. So in the mornings now, I don't have a backup camera, and I have to be very careful because they're slow.
I told you about that backup camera.
I now understand because I don't want to squish the roosters.
But I told you backup cameras change your life.
This is coming for. So. Yeah, there are 4 of them that I know of.
No, I look up and there's just a black rooster with a big red thing, like. Yeah.
There's all kinds of colored ones. There's a
so your neighbors just got roosters for fun?
I'm pretty sure it's the neighbors over there, and that they migrate all the way over here.
Because they just go.
Because when we heard them before, we've heard them for years. Yeah. But they were far away over there, and now they're here in our yard. And we're like, oh, that's what was crowing.
I think if you have chickens in this city, you're supposed to keep them in your own
but my
yard.
neighborhood is.
It's kind of
it's a no rules.
I saw a guy this morning walking down my street and I think it's the guy that came to my house one time and asked me if there were any abandoned houses nearby. So he already is like, oh, there's 2 roosters now.
There's 4.
He's already on my. There's one that's white and black. Now you got it. Cornelius is just walking around.
I
know. So he was wearing I can't show
the
the picture.
funniest part is there's so many cats out there that sometimes this is gonna go real bad. Because Smokey, we name the gray cat that's around here all the time Smokey. Sometimes Smokey is gonna figure out there's a snack over there. Oh, sorry, this is random too. So I accidentally left the window of my new car down, and Jerry went to move it for me, and he goes, "I almost had a heart attack. That cat was in the back seat of your car." I was like, "I think I almost died."
Okay.
I accidentally left the window down.
Okay, so we are gonna get back to stitching, but I saw okay, there were 2 guys walking down my street, and behind my house there's like some train tracks and stuff, and I love that because I get to see the train go by all day. But it does mean every once in a while you're like, okay, like people are, So these 2 guys are walking down the street, and Molly goes, "Hi, friend." I'm like, no. Because it's the guy that definitely came to our house and asked if there was any vacant houses nearby, which was not a great sign. And I was like, no, people live in, like, there it is, their house behind me is vacant. I was like, well, people live there.
For sure.
Please don't. But also he was wearing either a faux skunk hat or a real skunk hat. But I think it was a faux fur skunk hat, which is such a choice.
But both of those are bad choices.
No, they're both crazy. They're both crazy. And Molly's like waving him like, "Hi, Brenda." I was like, you don't see us. He's walking towards the train tracks. He doesn't need to know about us.
Oh my gosh.
Not, like, live your life, but like, I don't need...
Your toddler can
be
less friendly about that. That's fine. That's hysterical. Oh, Molly, I love you. Like,
I have no problem with somebody making shelter if they need to make shelter. I'm not saying don't, but just like... my toddler doesn't need to be making friends with people who are wearing questionable head attire.
Oh,
okay. So the Story Quest Stitcher is having a Sal on Pie Day. Her cat Pie, I think was it born or adopted on Pie Day, but it might just have been named Pie. Passed away, and they're starting an Artsy house. No, they're starting Satsuma Street Garden Cat for as a memorial. Really, and then on 3/14, if you're working on a memorial piece for one of your own animals in your life, or I would imagine people too, like if you're working on a memorial piece, to pull it out. So I haven't been stitching on my piece for Lucy every day, even though I've been missing her a lot. I found at the EARC in Edmond, I'm going to sell it, but I found a hand-painted portrait of a Shih Tzu.
Aww.
And if it looked like her, I would not be able to sell it. But it like, the hair is really long. It looks more like a traditional Shih Tzu, so I am going to sell it, but...
Your dog wasn't fancy.
No. No, she was fancy like teddy bear.
Yeah.
Like, first
she wasn't like...
She's like, excuse me, I need to be in the Vienna airport, and I need to be perfectly trimmed. But she wasn't like a show dog.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm going to pull that out in 314, and if you have a piece like that going, I would say pull that out too. And then there's another Stitch Along in March, and I can't remember the date or the name of the Flosstube that's hosting it, but I will list it. They're doing a Stitch Artsy Housewife Birds Day sale, and I have my coffee and eggs. I'm literally in the chicken on that piece. So I'm like, I'll pull it out and put some chicken. But I forgot who it was. I shared it on my Instagram, but I forgot. I will tag that Flosstube and that Instagram account in the description. All right. On my other plans are to like freaking stitch. Like this, okay, so I lost my stitchy bug kind of and it came back. These last 2 weeks were not that I didn't want to stitch, it's that I physically didn't have time or like space to stitch. Yeah. And the 2 nights I go to mom and dad's, traditionally I would get to stitch at mom and dad's, but Molly is nuts. I'm not getting to stitch. It takes all 3 of us to keep them in check. Yeah. And they're not even in check. It takes all 3 of us to keep them from burning the house down. Yeah. So like, that's like 2 nights that I just, I'm like, where I would have gotten 1,000 stitches in, then I'm not even taking cross stitch because like, like it's not forever. And if she says she wants to be held, I need to hold her. Yeah. Holdy. I called her one night just to like say that like a company reached out to us about something that might be kind of cool, and I wanted to tell her about it. And my children were like, "No, you can't talk to her," and just like running around.
What's the problem? That was really fun. I learned a lot about dinosaurs.
My son has added dinosaurs to his mix, so now it's full planets, full sharks, full dinosaurs.
Yeah, it's full of a lot of interests. It's awesome.
And he has some Mardi Gras beads from school, and he pretends that they're different dinosaurs where he didn't have the dinosaur figure. He's just named them that, and you have to remember which Mardi Gras bead is which dinosaur.
But like Jared so like empathizes that all of his toys were different colored pencils. His mom told me he stole all the pens and pencils from the house. But actually, like, there's a lot of research that's like way better for a child's brain to have that kind of toys than to have like educational toys and stuff. That like the more imagination a kid can have, the more empathetic they become as adults. And like we're trying to raise very empathetic children. All right, Flosstube University. Did you watch any Flosstube? I did not.
I watched some, but I did not watch like a full roster. So I have 2 things. First of all, D's 20 Stitches. Go watch their most recent Flosstube. They are doing a giveaway where you can pick out, they're giving away, it was Stitch for Pride related, but I don't remember the details of it. But if you are somebody who didn't either buy this year or last year's Stitch for Pride and you're feeling like you missed out, go watch their most recent video. But then also they went into an explanation of the safe spaces signs and what had happened with them and why they put them out and what the reaction was and what they were hoping the reaction would be. And it confirmed some things about my own purchasing decisions that I made this year that I'm not going to go into, that I just am like, I feel good about the choices that I made. And, I really applaud their efforts and also their honesty and bravery in discussing those efforts. And even just some of the things that get said to them are so vile. And it just, if you want to be a safe space in your life and in your heart, I would say go watch that video. Hi, it's Car Stephanie again. The other thing I forgot to mention was under Flosstube University, I wanted to say that Michaela from Cinematic Stitches, I haven't gotten a chance to watch the video yet, but she, obviously with the discussion of like tariffs, Canadians are wanting to shop more local, and she put together in her last video, the title said like Canadian, like a guide to buying like Canadian small businesses or whatever for cross stitch. So if you are living in Canada and you are looking to support more Canadian small businesses, I recommend going and checking out her channel. I will link to her channel under Flosstube University, but I will also link directly to that video. All right. All right. Make it murder style update. We already did. Kindness. I came in here thinking I had no stitch of kindness, and then Allison handed me a bunch. Okay. So first of all, if you watch my secondhand shopping channel, you know I went to multiple thrift stores looking for file folders. Now these file folders would not have saved me from needing to buy file folders, but they're awesome and will definitely go in my filing cabinet holding cross stitch patterns. And then Allison destashed some patterns, and some of them are going to go straight to my destash, and one of them is going to be a giveaway. So we're going to do the giveaway one I'll save for giveaways. Okay. But so she gave these to me, but I looked at them, I was like, you know what, I'm not going to stitch them and I'm not going to hoard them. So I'm going to put them up on Etsy tonight when I'm finishing putting the Etsy stuff. So this will be in the destash on Etsy. So if you want any of these, they're in the Etsy shop unless someone already bought them. Yeah. So this is Welcome Bell Pull from the Drawn Thread.
And
it's taking a lot.
It's good that you have that place that you can get it
instantly get them out so that because
stitch.
Yeah. This is Hearts and Flowers sampler. I had this in my big destash and someone purchased it, and I know who they are, but I'm not gonna put them on blast, but I was so excited they purchased it. And I didn't know Allison had another copy of it. So this will go up on my destash tonight. A Swiss Proverb by Paulette Stewart. Oh, this is Plum Street Sampler. Oh, this is an early Plum Street Samplers. I bet there's a lot of people that I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's a real photograph.
It's called A Swiss Proverb. It says, shared joy is double joy, but shared sorrow is half sorrow. Love one another.
It's very pretty. I just know I won't stitch it.
Well, it's like, I'm glad I didn't know it was I have enough. And I will always be finding more because I will always be going to thrift stores. So this is another story by Cross and Patch. This is definitely a Hardanger.
Yeah, two of them were Hardanger.
This is very, very cool Hardanger.
And it's just too intimidating.
In my store under, on my Etsy store under, like if you look in the categories, there's a category that says miscellaneous needlework. And then there's a category that says sewing and quilting. So if the sewing and quilting books are still available, they're there. But any Hardanger and stuff is in miscellaneous needlework. Like this one will be Nordic Hardanger Bands Ones by members of the Nordic Needle Staff. This is really cool.
It is very cool.
Did you keep this because you were like, I'm going to learn how to do it? And then you
realized, oh, I'm not brave enough to do that.
I had some that happened to that. So, okay. So Allison, Stitchy Kindness is going to go straight to my destash because I'm not allowed to hold on to it.
You are allowed. They're gifts.
Okay. I am allowed to hold on to it, but I know I'm not. This is the one I'm probably the most likely to start, and I'm not going to start in the next 2 years. Yeah. So I'm going to destash it because it is better for me. Somebody said one of the things that I put on my destash that I didn't even think twice about was like their unicorn chart.
Oh,
like we got to get these things to the people who want them instead of letting them rot in a drawer in my house. Okay, but I'll save the last one for giveaways.
Yeah.
All right, so I did have Stitchy Kindness. I got some cool organizations, stuff that I needed for my patterns, and some stuff for my destash. Okay, haul.
0.
I have haul, but I showed you guys in my vintage it's the video that says $5 bag sale. I showed everything that our brother's girlfriend got me in this bag sale, and then in the destash parade that's going up hopefully yesterday, it's the one that says like office tour. Everything was in that I'm not keeping, I show it again in that video just to be like it's available. So I've already shown you guys what I'm keeping from that. And then in the other one that's the vintage haul and destash parade video, the second one that's going up, as I was going through, I pulled a couple of things being like, no, this one I'm actually keeping. So I've already shown you guys the vintage haul that I'm allowing myself to keep, and all the cool stuff that I found at thrift stores or our family found at thrift stores and stuff that I'm not allowing myself to keep. And then I already showed the
finishes.
The finishes the one that I'm keeping and the one that I'm not. So I don't have any other haul.
Yeah.
Ask us anything. This video is really going to be short, which is great actually, because we have other things for you guys to see. It's not like we're putting out not enough content this week. Oh, it looks like we don't have that many left, but it's still going to take us like months.
Yeah,
to get
well.
them. Allison, how do you feel about OU joining the SEC?
Oh,
Michelle.
no, I do not feel good about this, actually.
I didn't like it.
Well, only because we did such a poor showing to begin with, and that Texas did so fucking well. Excuse me. It was, I don't know. We'll see. I've lost a lot of faith in our programs.
It's been a hard couple years.
It's been a really hard couple of years. And my husband is the biggest OU fan ever, and even he is like, maybe we get a new coach. I'm like, that's not good.
That's not good because
he's the most loyal person in the world, and even he's ready to look around. That's bad.
And this coach is like Venerables, right?
Yes.
And he's like a big OU guy.
He's a big guy, yeah. So it's okay. We'll find out. I asked Jared if he wanted to go to the OU turn their spring game into kind of more of a fan day where you go watch them do their exercises or whatever. And he's like, this team, no. That's bad.
That's bad.
That's really bad.
This man has driven to Kansas to watch OU play in the snow.
Yeah, and we watched the KU game. We stayed through 3 lightning rounds in the rain.
You don't mean lightning rounds like buzzer beaters. You mean
no, like lightning
actual,
delays.
Yeah.
Like we stood in the rain for like an hour and a half waiting for the game to start again.
That's not good.
Only to watch a game we knew we were going to lose anyway. It was terrible. So like he doesn't give up on his team. So it's kind of disheartening for me to see that because I'm like, oh no, he knows everything about it, and even he doesn't believe in Super Magic at the moment. That's bad.
That's bad.
It's bad.
So not well.
Not well. We're not a big fans at the moment of the Switch. Is it SEC's fault? Maybe. Yes. I don't know.
It doesn't even culturally make sense to me to be in the SEC.
Doesn't it?
No.
Well, we were so excited about it.
I feel like when I was in college, the conferences made sense, and they don't make sense anymore. Yeah. Like they're just all for money, and they have nothing to do.
They're all for money, but it's like, what is the best position you can put your team in?
Yeah.
And I think we thought this was it, and now.
Oh, I just feel like as an outsider looking in, I was like, do you want to win your conference or do you want to get 5th in your conference?
Jared is willing to be 5th in his conference if he can be 5th in the nation, but it's not working out so well. It's fine. We're good.
All right, giveaways.
Okay.
That
was a downer. Wow, I'm sorry. In fact, let's do an upper.
You hope.
Stephanie, what do you feel about
Stephanie, what is the 5-year prognosis that you have of current national politics?
Do you get free products from companies for your channel?
Occasionally.
Sometimes. So like we get really cool stuff like Cat on Creations.
The Cat on Creations little kittens.
Like stuff you'd never even know was available. Yeah. And now I'm a huge fan. So yes.
My friend Karen made these notebooks, but she also designed cross-stitch notebooks. She designed those cross-stitch notebooks because we said, hey, why don't you design some? I told her, I was like, design some cross-stitch notebooks. I'll show them on my channel, but also I want one. So like, we actually have like created, we've influenced the creation of products because I love this thing. Crafty friends.
I jot down everything while I'm watching TV.
Like I have crafty friends who do things and I'm like, could you just also do that for me? Thank you.
Yeah.
So Cat on Creations, Golden Familiars gave us a couple project bags.
Oh, yeah, I love
folders, the Stitch and Go cases.
Yeah.
They're fantastic.
Actually, I have it right here.
I don't get mine out enough because I put such a special project in it and then I'm not working on that project.
Well, my Make It Murder Mysteries style is in here. And now I really want to get out and show everybody. So, and then show you the colors because they're Miami awesomeness. And
another company emailed us this week and said, like, hey, would you like to work with us? And I was like, I absolutely want to work with you. And if that comes to fruition, then when we do if it happens, which I hope it happens, then we will disclose it. Like, we've never
we tell you when we get
always
a company tells us stuff. Yeah.
And in the description, I say like, here's our Amazon storefront, and I disclose it, and I have an affiliate disclosure in the description. Like, we make $3 on Amazon a month. which covers like the postage of like one giveaway.
Yeah.
So it's not.
I keep my cat on creation finishes on my fridge.
It's not like a big.
Did I show that? Did I show the dog?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I finished that one when I got a car.
We'll do it next week.
Okay.
Next time. So it doesn't like pay our rent or anything, but it's just a nice little perk. And we always disclose it. And we love to do it. We especially love it when it's a small company or a woman-owned company.
Yeah.
And we have never really done anything with a company that wasn't like a small little woman-owned 1 or 2 person shop. So, I'm trying to think.
But it's very cool. We're very honored.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Somebody would want to, let us try their stuff.
Yeah, and talk about it.
Yeah. Because, that's.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else because I don't want to leave anyone out, but I don't think so.
It's hard because sometimes I'm like, well, but they're my friend.
Yeah. Well, and then the other thing is that it's not just that we get, like, sometimes companies send us stuff and they say like, hey, can I send you this? And there's usually no like rules because, okay, so I come from like the real world of real influencing where like, Sandals Resort might email me and say like, hey, we want to put an article on your website. And I will say like, well, what is your budget? And they're like, we want to do it for free. And I'm like, but your Sandals effing resort, get out of my face. So I come from a real world where I make real deals. Like I don't do it as much as my friends. So I'm not like, I'm a professional. I do make money that way. I don't do it as much anymore, but I also don't make as much as some of my friends. So like, to me, the amount of money I make is like hilariously small compared to like people who make 6 figures just from influencing.
Well, and we don't get paid, but we get stuff.
So in this world, it's very different. So in my travel life, right?
You get paid.
Pepsi would say like, hey, can we put up some photos of you at the state fair on your Instagram account? And I will say, what's your budget? And they will tell me what their budget is. And we will go back and forth and we will sign a contract and I will do the deliverables and they will approve them. And then I will get a 4-figure check. Yeah. And that is like a real thing. In this world, when a very small woman-owned company who probably has a $5 product margin emails us and says like, hey, can we give you something? As long as they don't demand anything, I will say like, yeah, sure, do it. Like, as long as they don't demand like a standalone video, or like, and I might choose to do a standalone video, but as long as there's no deliverables and it's a gift, I'm very excited to show it and to support their business because also this is a very small world.
Small, very important community.
If Michaels were to say like, hey, we want to do something on your channel, I would say, okay, what's your budget? Because you're Michaels. So small woman-owned, any small business, very different. If like Hertz Rent a Car was like, hey, can you rent our car and go on a road trip to the Silver Needle and show off the car? I'd be like, what's the budget?
Yeah, what's the budget for that, guys? Let's do that.
So that's kind of what my line is. And there are situations where if a company gave us a product, I would do a standalone video if the product was like expensive enough and it was something I really wanted that like I didn't want to spend $500 on it, but so there's things. Yeah. And in our YouTube profile, we also say like, if a company wants to reach out to us, here's what our dollars are that it would cost. But those are for big companies. So any tiny like business in the CrossFit space that wants to do something with us, email us and chat with us or DM me on Instagram and let's talk. Yeah. If you're Michaels or Hertz Rent a Car, if you're on the Fortune 500 list, if you're a publicly traded company, then there needs to be a budget because you're a real company and that tells me that you think that the people watching are real like dollars for them, not just like, let's get the word out about this nice little company. So that's kind of the line. And actually, I'm really glad you asked because I wanted to make a video about this and like what is influencing in cross stitch and what does it look like and what are our responsibilities. But then I also don't really want to step on anyone's toes about it. So this gave me an opportunity to chat about it. Yeah. If you guys want to talk about it more, leave it in the comments and I can make a standalone video about all this stuff. But if you're like, okay, that's kind of who you are, I get it, and you're not interested in that side of YouTube, then I won't make it because I don't want to make videos you guys don't want to watch. Sure. And I just tell you what's happening.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm just like,
I have no connection.
And somebody actually, okay, I feel bad. Somebody who I really like messaged me one time about a digital product and I forgot, it was like around the holidays, I forgot to message her back.
Oh no.
I'm going to message her back. Because it was around the holidays where I like just didn't have time to like figure out, it, and
Yeah.
so I gotta go back
our
to
friends
her.
at December Stitches.
Oh, when December
have
Stitches
given us
given
patterns that I love.
Well, they gave you a pattern. I won some patterns in a giveaway, like fair and square, and then they reached out to you and gave you a pattern.
Yeah, and so I could participate in one of their stitch alongs.
And they have also given us a digital pattern to give away, and the winner of that is a person who I know who it is, but they haven't claimed it. But I think I'm gonna poke them about it because they're like they're very busy and they take care of they have a lot of people in their life they're taking care of, and so I don't know if they're always getting to check. But so unlike also giveaways are the same. Like if Michael's wanted to host a giveaway with us, we would say, okay, what's your budget? And if a small needlework shop trying to support 3 people like wanted to do a giveaway, we would say like as long as you're not like openly.
Well, you have to be a nice person.
Yeah, as long as you're a nice person, then absolutely.
You have to be a nice person. There are limits.
Yeah, but we also like when I say like I want to do a no buy, it sucks because I know I'm not shopping at Target right now, but that is kind of easy and fun, and Target's on punishment. It's not really fun to like not shop at like your favorite little, or to like cancel from a little 1-person shop, like your ongoing subscription. But like, that's just where I am. Like I have too much stuff, but like because so many of the companies in this space are small businesses, many of them women owned or minority owned, it is great to support those companies. And just like if you buy from my Destash, like I was thinking about this today, it's like I'm trying to not buy a lot of stuff, but I am buying stuff. So if I'm buying something, I'm always trying to find it secondhand first now. That is my personal change that I've made in my life, is that I have to look to try to find it secondhand a few different ways before I'm allowed to buy it. Like I had to buy some file folders, went to 5 thrift stores, and then I was like, okay, I have to buy these. But like on my Destash, it's like I'm going to thrift stores, so my money that I'm spending is supporting like some really small thrift stores that really just support like local people with disabilities who need jobs, right? Like or like local no-kill animal shelters, or like the money is going places that I support.
I think Goodwill is an amazing place.
Some people have like
I don't really understand the negative part.
I think it's just like it feels like the target of thrift stores, but it's still a nonprofit.
They are still a nonprofit. I swear the stuff you're donating does not benefit them.
No.
It gives people jobs.
And also it's all local chapters.
Yeah.
Now, can Goodwills be overpriced in some areas? Yeah, but all thrift stores can
do you want their employees to be paid a fair wage or not?
Yeah.
I mean,
so and like I think Salvation Army is a little overpriced, and I have way more sketched out about where the Salvation Army money goes to.
Yeah.
I'll still go check it out because it's still keeping stuff out of landfills.
But yes, the principle is good. Yeah.
That are good because they and thrift stores, because they turn around and they spend the money like right then and there. But anyway, so if you want to give us a project bag, just reach out. So far we're big fans. And when I spend money on stuff and then the business owner is like, thank you so much for sharing it, it feels good too. Yeah, but it feels better if I didn't spend the money on it first.
I'm so frugal, like I wouldn't have
anything.
I've still yet to buy my own. Nope, that's not true. I had my Lady of the Flag bag. I had that one was specialty. So I have one bag.
Yeah. But no, I think it's nice for you to have the experience of having nice things, but also like
I don't have the budget for nice things.
Turning around and telling people where to go to get them and hoping that they support that small business, and knowing that some of you guys do then go and support those small businesses is really nice. Yeah. It's definitely like different than telling people to like go travel, and like there's some countries where I really want people to travel to, but it's really hard to know that the country's government is going to make money from there. Like it's a lot cleaner to be like, go buy a pattern from like Bitty Stitchy Designs. It's going to go straight to. Yeah. All right. So that was Ask Us Anything.
Yes, it was.
Giveaways. Okay. So we gave away the Quilted Witch, but then we couldn't find it. We decided not to announce the winner until we had found it, but Allison found it. What are you going to send in the package?
So it comes with this and the pattern.
Okay. So you got to get your DMC. Gotta get your DMC right.
Yeah. It's all just regular DMC. That's all it is.
And
it's huge.
The winner. Are you gonna spot treat?
Oh, fine.
I think that would be out of the margin anyway.
It's definitely out of the margin. That's why I wasn't
worried about it. Is this the top?
I got you.
Is this the top?
Yeah.
So yeah, so it wouldn't be.
It wouldn't. Absolutely not. But I'm on it.
But anyway, here's the winner. And if she says she doesn't want something for that's tide pinned, then we'll draw again.
If you want something tide pinned, don't ask for something from me.
Yeah, it was Allison tide pin bossed over here.
Yeah, for real. And you're welcome. My tide pen has saved your butt.
Multiple times.
It's worth it. I'm just saying. This is an excellent product.
All right, so that was the winner of the Quilted Witch. And then we also were giving away Allison's Sew It pattern. Now, has she finished the project? No, but we decided we're going to go
It is so close. I could finish it today.
Yeah.
How about that? I'll finish it today. Okay.
All right, so the winner for that, I'm going to draw in the future. So it is this person. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Woo, woo, woo. Okay.
And the movie, the live action Snow White movie comes out in a week. The 21st.
Which is crazy.
2 weeks? Yeah.
All right, so if you are either of those people, or if I'm tagging you because you want a different, if I tagged you in our description because you want to give away from us and you don't know what I'm talking about, email this email.
Okay.
Now, I'm showing it on the screen. Email this email. It's Stephanie@historyfangirl.com because that's my travel website, and it's complicated. Anyway, I made an email for this and then I just never check it and can't use it. So I can't be doing it.
Just give me the login and I'll do it.
That's true. Well, for now, we'll just do this. Okay, so everyone who's messaged me and said, okay, so I put out a call on 2 videos where it's like, if you think I owe you something from a giveaway, I don't remember. So message me, and now 4 people total have. And all of those things have been sent out. Every destash package has been sent out.
Yeah.
Every person who's messaged me and said, you owe me something has been sent out. Even the one that's going to Canada. If you got the Midsummer Night's Dream and it's on the way to Canada, it's going to take a while to get there, but it's on its way. Everything has gone out. So if you think I still owe you something and I have not told you, or haven't like sent it to you yet, and I haven't like talked to you about it since we started this process of trying to get right with people, then tell me, because that means I don't know. But I think...
Yeah, but you said awesome.
I know, but I think for real, I was looking through my folder of all the patterns that are giveaway patterns, and I was like, I think these have all either been like went unclaimed, and then I can start giving them away again or whatever. So this is your last 2 weeks. Tell me if I owe you something, otherwise I'm going to start giving them away again. And I think I'm good. All right, and then we have one giveaway for this week from the stuff Allison destashed, which is just, Country Cottage Needlework Summer Strawberries. Nothing has ever been cuter, and
it's very cute.
Do you know the strength it is to just not put that in a binder and look at it every 4 months? It's so good. But it's March, so I would actually get it to you by the time you wanted to. Yeah, strawberries in May or June. So, and I will just stick that in a little envelope. So please. The word to use in your comment, don't say winner or giveaway or anything that will get trolls. You need to be at least 18 because you have to give me your address, and you need to live in the United States because mailing international requires me to go to the post office, and I can't do that in my life right now. So you need to live in the US. Actually, for this, I'll say international because I can find out how much this is and put stamps on it. I wouldn't have to go in and because it would just be a letter. Yeah. Because I can just stick it in a normal envelope. Okay, so you can live anywhere. Put the word
strawberry.
What about the word rooster? No.
I think it would confuse people.
Use the word summer. You can tell us what your summer plans are going to be. If you're summer, and then that'll be our keyword that we'll look up for this. And then if you made it,
it's going to be 80 degrees tomorrow.
The week after, it was like -40 in my house, and my heater was so cold. The hot water heater was so cold it didn't work. Yeah. Luckily, my pipes didn't burst, but just the literal heater, the hot water heater didn't work. It was like 70 degrees.
We went from sliding on the ice. I had a nightmare, and I was napping, but I woke up and the truck was sliding into me. It was crazy.
Oh, from your car accident, you
I had a horrible
PTSD
nightmare.
dream.
I even woke up going, ah.
Do you remember the time I almost drove the ATV off the cliff in Colorado?
Yeah.
That night I like kept dreaming that I was going off a cliff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Scary.
Your body is processing that.
Yeah. It's good. It's all good.
We're okay. You're okay.
Everyone's okay.
All right. If you made it to this point in the video, leave a fruit emoji for whichever your favorite fruit emoji is, because I don't know if there's a strawberry emoji for those cute little strawberries.
I imagine there would be, but I don't know.
And also we had Golden Delicious, and so we got a lot of fruit in this episode. So leave that. If you haven't checked out the Destashing videos, the office tour and one is called office tour, or my craft room tour and what didn't sell, and the other one is called like vintage haul and destash parade. Go check those out. But if you want to shop and you're not like, if you want to see patterns, go watch the videos. If you want to shop, I'll just put the link in the description and you can go, because whatever is left, and there's only one. I only have 3 things where I have 2 of them.
Yeah.
So, all right. Wow.
That was not a lot of cross stitch. Yeah, we talked for a long time.
It is what it is. All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.